Alright, guys. Back in action. We are looking to get back on the saddle here. It is November 2nd. It's the first trading day of November. And the great part is, new month, everybody starts at zero. There's no climbing out of the hole. There's no riding on high gains. We're just, we are, hold on, I'm just gonna pull this real quick. We are trading with a clean slate. So I'm back in the sim here. I'm waiting for some funds to get transferred into my live account. So I've been a little bit lazy because on days that I don't trade in my live account, I just don't trade at all. But I'm going to, just so I can get some extra practice and make content every day, if I'm not trading in my live account, I'm just gonna go over to the sim account. Why not? I can use the extra practice, and it's, reason to sit at the desk. So bell's gonna ring in about 2 minutes. I don't have anything on the watch list. PSHG is the leading gapper, extremely light volume. Almost none, but it is gapped up. I guess we could look at that. I don't really know if there's anything there. FSR looks okay, but it's a little bit of a choppy chart. Daily chart is ugly. It's coming. It's a daily breakout. I guess it's a reversal. It's a red to green on the daily, but it's coming up into all these moving averages. You got the 20, the 200, and the 50 on the daily. It's got to come up through. And this also isn't the first. This also isn't the first reversal. It had this huge ass move and came down. Tried to retest it and came all the way back down and made newer lows. So it's trending down. It doesn't really affect me too much. So I'm not holding, super long, but whatever. We got about a minute to the bell, so I'm just gonna watch the high day scanner and see if something pops up and gives momentum. But I'm definitely not gonna force a trade today. Maybe just to get my feet wet. But let me check what my hotkeys are in this account. So buy 250, 500. So I want to change this to 200. I'm going to change this to 100. I'm just going to trade with 100 and 200 share positions today. Keep it light. All right. Let's see if we got any momentum here. FSR. I mean, it's got a lot of volume, but it's honestly this was a lot of volume in one candle. Had like 127,000. But it's it really doesn't have much volume per candle. You're getting like 7,000 shares maybe, which is nothing. ANPC, not really doing anything. Literally nothing has hit the scanners yet. FSR, clearly nobody cares about. Alright, so we're picking up here on FSR. Over 20 possibly. And in there. And I'm out. Made 1 cent probably. Yeah, 1 cent. I tried to sell on the ask at 25. Didn't get filled. And then I just stopped out when it came back down to my entry price. So I got out 1 cent. 1 cent profit for $2 after commissions. That's a loss. So could be a dip buy off of 11, but I just don't really like that there's no volume to begin with. It's just not worth taking a trade there. It's like it's just so weak. SRK too expensive. This day is weak. Not even nothing has hit the high of day scanner. Not even like a large cap. Not even something slowly moving up. Like literally nothing, and we're almost 3 minutes into the morning. That's pretty crazy. I don't think I've ever seen that. Maybe, I don't know. I've definitely seen like nothing that I want to trade hit it. Like I don't know. Like some like super high price stock or something at least hit it. I don't think 3 minutes into the day I've seen nothing. NPC, not even. To be interesting at all, it needs to break 29, which is high of day, and also the breakthrough to the VWAP. But it pretty much came right up to this 20 moving average, and 3 doji candles in a row, pretty much. So, and on the daily, it's got the 50 moving average right there. So. FSR is breaking back through the VWAP and through the whole dollar, but that's looking like a false breakout right now. It's kind of hard to tell because the volume's pretty light. We had this huge red candle with high of day volume, so I mean that broke through. The thing is, if you jumped in at 11, maximum you got 12 cents, maybe 10. But likely only got a couple cents. It's, you know, is it worth flushing back down to 85 on you? So if it can break over this level and hold and push higher over 25, then you've got something here. But other than that, it's probably not worth a trade. Still nothing on the high of day scanners. This has been the longest 5 minutes of my life. Wow, look at that. FSR did make a push for high of day, which would have been honestly a pretty solid, convincing move, and then literally failed almost down to the low. That sucks. I think that's just an indication of how this day is going to go. You know, It's a rainy day outside here in PA. You know, probably just a slow day. Well, so FSR did come back up to the high almost. It's like, where do you buy though on this? Yeah, that breakout worked, but it's like you had to buy it high if you bought the breakout, and then it flushed all the way back down, and then you get a doji candle. You know, did hold the VWAP, but you got this huge doji candle. Like, why would you want to buy this next breakout? Now you've got another huge topping tail. Who knows if this is going to break 25? I might look to buy a dip on this after this flush, because that's what the trend is showing. It pops up and then it flushes hard. So if this can flush hard, I can buy above the VWAP. I'll look to take, 200 shares. See if I can make $25 today. What's the 1216 is the halt level, so we're not even close to that. Oh wow, we made it up to 30. I know that this is just gonna crash after this. I'm not gonna buy the high day breaks. I need a more significant pullback. Although this is showing a little strength now. Are we looking at a high day break on the 5 minute? 1132. That's the high. That is the high of day break, but that's also the 5 minute breakout. So that could have been a good place to buy on that pullback, but just judging how, like that's what I'm looking for. Dang, I missed it. It only went down there for a second. Tapped 10. This is what I'm looking for down here. Let me get into the teens, low 10s maybe. I'll look to buy if I can get a price down there. I just don't think if I buy here, it's going to go up to 34. At least from this spot. Like, it has a much higher chance to dip down than it does to spike back again, at least in this candle. Maybe the next one it'll resolve, but this thing has been flushing hard. I'll take a starter there. I'm at 22. 32 is my I'll stop out, break even if we don't get there. I think we're gonna break this, but if not, all right, that's good. 10-cent winner. I was right. It was gonna break. Although that was, I likely shouldn't have held that long. It's just the fact that it was moving so slow. I felt confident that I could stop out, break even if I had to. But yeah, this one's starting to. It's like that was the best possible trade I probably could have taken on that pullback, and it was only 10 cents. Like I literally bought damn near at the bottom, 2 cents off the bottom, and I sold literally at the top of the candle, and that was 10 cents. Like obviously it's continuing higher now, but like I can't trust that with this stock, how top heavy it is. Look at about another dip on this stock. All right, so we got 50 here. It's kind of the moment of truth. It might double top here at 50. Ooh. I thought about just hopping in there at 50 and stopping out, but oh wait, another candle for a pullback. Breaks below 50, that wouldn't be good. Let's look at this. There might be a huge flush here. We're a little bit extended. I'm in down there and I'm in down there. Average down 400 shares. Average is 30. We're looking for a move back up to 50. I did, oh, damn, that sucks. I did just buy there like a little bit too soon. I bought there a little too soon on that flush. I didn't think it would flush all the way back down, but I do think that this comes back up. Stop will be 20. I'll give myself a 10-cent stop here. This comes back at least up to 40. Here we go. I think this is coming back up. Target is 40. I'm gonna sell half there at 37. I'll hold the rest for a move up through 40. I'm gonna sell there at 40. If it moves up to 50, whatever. That's odd to me that I'll have to watch that recording back because okay, that makes sense. So the first 200 shares that I sold were actually right at my first buying price. So I actually didn't make any profit off these shares. I broke even. I didn't know that. I thought I was up on those. Or else I might have just sold the whole position. So this was really the only trade, which is, that was the correct trade. 23 up to 40. I made 17 cents on 200 shares. So this did end up making it up to 47, but I needed to just take my profit on that, honestly. So that's a quick $56. My goal was $25 on the day with 200 share positions. Even though I did take a 400 share position, I broke even. So I would have had 200. I would have had $25 anyway. So $25 on 4 trades. This could be setting up here. It's either going to come down or it's either going to break upwards. It looks like it's going to come down. I might look to buy here off of 1128. We can get a dip down to 30. I might buy off 30. Nah, I didn't get a big enough dip for me. I could punch it. I think this is going to resolve higher, but I think this is going to end up getting stopped up at 50. And I don't want to take a trade that's, 5 cents. My best bet would have been buying here towards the low. I wanted to hit 30. It didn't come all the way down. That would have been a better trade, but here it's like we're probably going to tap 50 and then flush, so that'd be 5 cents. I think this might be a flush here. It's a tough spot to buy. It is kind of forming a little bit of a flat top here, but this point, you gotta wait for the next candle to make a new high, which I'm not even sure is gonna be a great trade. I'm gonna move back down to 100 share positions, just because that's what I would be doing if I was trading with, you know, thousands of shares. I'll take that trade. In there at 39, the 100 shares. Stop will be 35, targeted as 50. See what this does. See if we can break over 45 here. The high it needs to break there is 45, so see what happens. I'm gonna stop there, break even. Couldn't do it. It couldn't make the high. I think this might break 50. If it breaks over 45, I might take a, I don't know, it's just, the breakout spot is 45, but then you have the resistance at the $0.50. It's like, that's two big barriers you have to break through. And then the high of the last breakout is essentially 55. So you have to break through 45, then 50, and then 55, and then you're at high of day. So that's three major resistance points that this would need to break out, and I just don't think that this has the strength, honestly. MARPS has about 200,000 shares of volume, pretty light. Daily chart is pretty jank. You can watch it on resumption. What was the halt price? You can watch it on resumption. The volume is super light though. Oh, it's resuming right now. Yeah, so this doesn't look really good, but I'm gonna take a stab at it right there, and I'll sell into that break. $9 with 100 shares. Trading with 100 shares is so like demoralizing, because it like literally doesn't, it barely covers commissions. Like I just had I'm surprised it was only 9 cents, but it wasn't 9 cents, but it's only $9. It's like not even worth it. I'm here for the practice. Goal was $25. So I should have made it like 30. That's what, 15 cents? I could jump in here. Has to hold 4, and I don't know that it is. Look for the next pullback over 415. A lot of resistance there. This can't break back, or it can't break back below 4 again. First 1 minute candle, 415. Nah, that broke out way too quick. So it's got to break 420. I'm in there at 420 and I'm selling. So I gave back $9. I lost 9 cents again, but this time I had 200 shares. So I doubled the share. So I lost $9 on that. That was a false break. I actually tried to get out on the ask above 420 at like 424. Didn't get filled, and then I had to stop out right after that. But the spreads on it were like, it was like a 10-cent spread. So I tried to stop out at 420 and got out at like 410. I was in at 419. So with that, I'm probably gonna call it a day. Actually, a really solid trading day. I mean, I'm in the sim, so even though I didn't have the best time getting filled, the executions are almost instant. It's the best fill you're probably gonna get, but you know, $47 before commissions on 200 and 100 share positions. That is pretty good. What is that? If I have 50, that would be 10 cents is 20. That'd be 20, like 25 cents ish of profit with 200 shares. So I might have more than that. I think I made about 35 cents of profit today, maybe, between my 100 and 200 share position. So that's a really solid day. You know, with 1,000 shares, I'm looking at a $200+ day, or no, more than that, way more than that. So that'd be like $350 probably with 1,000 shares. So that is pretty solid. I'm gonna call it a day. I think this was great risk management today. It takes the pressure off when you're not risking real money. And I did take a break from trading for a little bit just to kind of reset my mind. So that's helped too. I think a lot of my issues with trading isn't me not knowing the setups or the strategy or the technicalities of it. It's more just kind of like the mental, you know, getting your mind right. So that's about it. Great trading on a day where, you know, I still don't have anything hitting the scanners. These scanners might just be broken, honestly, because we've had some stocks hit the high of day scanner, but or we've had some stocks hit high of day, so I don't know why these wouldn't be on the scanner, but you know, great trading, and I'm gonna be back here tomorrow, probably in the sim again. I'll probably be in the sim the whole week. Yeah, so that's it. Thanks for tuning in.